take it a step further while I point out some key areas for this. I always start with the ankle lock because that's the leg lock of most control, okay? When you do a knee bar, you've got more leg that you've got control over, but he's also on your back to a certain extent. So when you've got the ankle, it's the easiest to move into different things from rather than the knee bar. A heel hook, you have basically half of his ankle controlled, so it's easy for them to pull it out. A toe hold, you have, again, it's like the knee bar, you have to commit all the way through. So I like starting with the ankle lock because it's easy to transition to other things. And again, he might counter it differently, and that'll lead me to one of the other locks. It's hard to go from a heel hook to an ankle lock. It's easy to go from an ankle lock to a heel hook. Make sense? Okay. So most of this stuff I'm teaching you is going to start from that because if you know a heel hook, you can always get into it from an ankle lock. Now, some of the things that you need to make sure you're doing is when we lace, you flex your foot. If I just keep my foot up there, I'm not pushing anything. Plus, it gives them a nice target to pull out, okay? If I'm really bad and I do that, all he's gonna do is push my foot down and then, you know, jack my knee up or pull his leg out and pass, okay? So stick it in there and that still gives me some control, all right? The next part is this foot goes right there. Now, if I mess up either part of these, if I go like this and I push him down, he's gonna go down and go right back out. Or, more likely, he'll fall down but be half turned over. So I'm like right here and he's already halfway out, okay? So if you notice that the guy's turning out a lot, that's because your foot is too far down. Control his hips, okay? It's just like anything else in judo. If you're not controlling the guy's hips, you're not controlling him. Second thing, if you're pushing on here and he's not going down, you can hook right there and down he goes, okay? And this is actually a pretty nice counter if he's trying to roll out of a heel hook. I'm gonna hold his leg right there and he's not gonna roll, okay? But you'll notice my foot is still stuck in his hip the entire time because that allows me to keep control. As soon as I do this, I lose control out of it and he can get right back out. It's an important part of lacing. You're lacing like this because you're squeezing his leg, okay? So now what I want everybody to do is practice, push, 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 and if he's hopping around, hook. Down he goes, okay? The other thing is, keep your elbow right there on his ankle because that keeps his leg bent. If his leg's straight, it's harder to do just about everything. Oh yeah, okay? Even with an ankle lock, which you would think it's only the ankle, so it doesn't matter what the rest of his leg is doing. Yeah, it does because he can manipulate his hips one way or the other to alleviate the stress on the ankle. So always make his leg bent because that makes it hard for him to bend his hips around. You're controlling him, you're controlling the position, you're controlling the submission, okay? All right, give that a shot. Similar to how the guys that do Muay Thai with this, I always tell you if you can't hit him or you can't kick him, right? It's the same thing. If you can't touch his legs, you can't lace his legs. So if I'm back here and I can't touch him, you know, I'm not deep enough. I'm never going to slide back there. But if I can touch him, I can pull myself through, okay? So make sure that you're not just focusing on sliding through. Make sure you're shooting in, get a hold of his legs, and then use that to pull you through as you get nice and round. And then you lace right up, okay? All right, even if you're horrible at doubles, I don't really think I have that good of a double. But if I can grab the guy, I can get under, okay? So just get in there, touch his legs, slide right through, all right? All right, try it.
Okay, what we're working on is hitting a double leg and sliding under into a lacing technique to get a leg lock, ankle lock, heel hook, toe hold. And the guys are working on that. You know, Sakuraba, the great MMA fighter, who I think was, and there was another one, Imanari, I think. I can't remember exactly, but they were quite good at it. The idea is to shoot under and catch the lace and catch them. And that's what we're working on a little bit in the drill tonight. like Derek said, you've got to be close enough to touch them with your hands to slide through with the body. I'm keying off of TJ and Sean. They're both good athletes. Working it, there you go, and that's right into it. There are variations of this, but the idea here is to get close, get under them with mobility, stay round. The key thing in ground fighting is to stay round, and transitions especially, and catch that quickly and finish it off. And one of our good grapplers, good jiu-jitsu fighters, Jared Phobes, was in an MMA fight over in Europe, in Cardiff, Wales, and he was fighting a very good kickboxer, a good stand-up, and the guy was really beating him standing up. Well, Jared literally slid under him exactly like this and ended up in a really clean toe hold to finish the fight, and he won the fight and in the first round. So he did this. So it was a matter of just shooting in and going under him, center of gravity, and there keying in. That was a very good one there by TJ Barnett. So that's what we're working on tonight a little bit, and getting in close enough, sliding under, and transitioning. This is a classic transition. Take him to the mat and finish with a submission.
Doing this leg lock or this pick. People pull forward. I want him to step forward, so I'm pulling forward. Don't let me pull you forward. Don't let me pull that. See, it's not really working. Now, if I pull straight down and take a big step back, it's right there. I got a good pick if I want it, okay? So that's just a little tip on getting him to step in. So step, under, this leg's gonna shoot through this way, back shoulder roll. Not confusing at all, right? Once more. All right, we're not even gonna worry about getting into step. He's just gonna give me that foot so we can work on it. All right, here. 1, 2, 3. Okay. When you do this, when you do a back roll, you don't really do it like this, do you? I'm gonna see someone do that. You have to launch. All right, that's what I'm doing here. Okay. One thing I will add, I just did it there. Don't cross your ankles behind him. If he sits down, I'm gonna break an ankle. Right? He sits on that. I gotta get out of the way and flow to something else. What I'll typically do, bring my shin in, squeeze my knees together, all right? This left foot's digging in his hip. Even if I don't get him down, move around, Derek. There's up to you. All right. One more time. Here. 1, 2, 3. All right? I don't care which way he goes. If I want him to go forward, I can sweep him down and get it. I might finish standing up. Doesn't matter too much. Any questions on this? Anyone need to see it again?
Yeah, one more time, Jared, just through the whole thing. Just roll through.
Steps or all at once?
All at once. Go ahead.
Anyone else? Cool, let's try it.
What we got here is a really nice attack if you're the bottom guy, like Eric is here against Ben, and Ben is swinging the legs past, like to get past the guard and the legs, and we're coming and lacing up and doing basically you're doing a straight ankle lock from that, aren't you? Or a straight knee bar. So he swings by, catches, and he takes him over. All right, Eric, let's look at that again. I'll get to stay there in the same position, and watch what happens when Ben swings the leg by. Look at that catch with the right arm. Actually hooks it with the arm, takes it. Ben, can you do that one more time from that position so everybody can see on YouTube? So we've got, you swing the legs by, see how the catch? And you take him down. That's Eric Weaver doing that.
When you sit down,
you do it one more time, Eric. Now watch do it kind of slow, guys. When he swings it by, see how he turns and he hooks. See that right hand hook there at the ankle? He starts to lace, catches the lace, and he takes him down for the straight knee bar. Okay? And go ahead and keep drilling, guys. I'll talk through it as you do it. But that's what they're doing. And it's just a good guard pass. He sweeps and he stays under. So this is a perfect example, everyone, of staying round if you're the bottom man in this particular case, because you want to get that nice leg lace into a knee bar. But see how he catches. So when the top man swings the legs by and he wants to catch, that's a very clever move to do it. Swing it by. See that quick catch? And doing the lace. So from there on, after the quick catch, the hook with the arm, you're doing a standard leg lace, aren't you? Eric?
Yeah.
Okay, standard leg lace. Okay, so Ben's going to try it. He catches that, catches the leg lace. There we go. And he can finish standing like that, or take him right back down and do it. We'll come a different angle here. So you can see how the guys are drilling. Swings the leg by. He catches quickly, laces, and he takes it down. In this case, a straight leg lock, ankle, or a knee bar situation. So again, swings the leg by. He swings that same direction. See how he catches, and he laces. And if you've seen our YouTubes before on leg lacing, this is a standard leg lace into the straight leg lock. And again, look at some of our other YouTube videos on lacing the legs. See how he catches? See, there's another good view of how he laces, and he catches it down. So this is a real active, aggressive, you're on the bottom in a guard defensive position, as it were, and the guy swings by. This is a real aggressive way to catch a leg lace and finish with a knee bar. So that's a great move that Eric has been working a lot on lately, and that's why we wanted to video it tonight, because it is such a good move. And so if a guy swings past, it's kind of a counter to a guard pass. And we like to do a lot of, especially from our Sambo and Shingitai background, we like to do a lot of aggressive moves from the bottom, not just guard passes or get for points like in sport jiu-jitsu. This is more of an active, aggressive, like a Sambo approach to getting submissions. We really try to get the submission where we can. So just a few more times, let the guys practice this so you can see it and get the idea how to do it. Swings the leg by. That's a key thing, to hook that arm. And Eric, when you're hooking that arm, you're swinging into that, your head is really kind of at his ankle, isn't it, when you swing under it?
Yeah, I shrimp in.
See how he's shrimping very tight? See that catch right there? That's where you want to hook with the elbow, not just grab with your hand. So by hooking with the elbow, that really draws him in tight to you, and you draw tight to him. So it really traps his ankle, so you can lace the leg and take total control over it. Swing it by there, catch it, and there you go from the other angle. And as you can see, we really think you should be ambidextrous at these moves, because you never know which way he'll swing past. Try to get past in a leg, or a guard sweep, or a pass, to get past the legs. So being ambidextrous in this, doing on both sides, really does help. So one more time, and then we'll let you. We'll stop. See how he catches it. He
really comes all the way around. And it helps upset the base.
Eric is just showing Ben how he swings that leg, that right leg, in this case, all the way around to help sink it in tighter, to make the lace tighter. There you go. That, in this case, Ben's left leg. And you can see that, and he'll drag it down. By the way, we have leg lacing in Vital Jiu-Jitsu, our book Vital Jiu-Jitsu, and also the book Sambo Encyclopedia. We have several leg lacing situations in that as well. So there we have it. If he tries to pass your guard from a standing position, leg lace and straight leg lock counter.